The great hall of the Aelorian Council shimmered with an ethereal light, casting soft hues of violet and emerald across the towering crystalline walls. Hundreds of delegates from dozens of interstellar species gathered, their gazes fixed on the central dais. The moment that was about to unfold was unprecedented, not only in the history of the Aelorians but in the annals of the entire Galactic Federation. Princess Lyria stood tall and resolute in her ceremonial robes, her luminous silver hair cascading down her shoulders like liquid moonlight. The weight of tradition and expectation pressed down on her slender shoulders, yet her eyes burned with a fierce determination that no one in the chamber had seen before. Across from her, in the human delegation section, stood a man who seemed utterly out of place amid the alien grandeur. Captain Elias Harper of Earth's exploratory fleet. The murmurs rippled through the hall like a storm. A human. The council members exchanged uneasy glances. The Aelorians had never before acknowledged a human as an equal, let alone accepted one into their royal family. And yet, here she was, making a choice that defied centuries of customs and prejudices. Beginning a forbidden choice. Lyria's life had been dictated by the council since birth. She was groomed to marry a powerful Aelorian noble, to cement alliances and strengthen political power. Her mother, Queen Saran, had drilled it into her that the bloodline must remain pure, that no outsider could ever hope to stand beside the crown. The Aelorian race prided itself on millennia of unbroken lineage and an almost sacred genetic legacy. But Lyria had seen the universe differently. From the moment she met Elias during a diplomatic mission to Earth, she felt an inexplicable pull. Elias was unlike anyone she had ever met, flawed, impulsive, but with an undeniable courage and warmth that captivated her. Despite their cultural chasms, she found herself drawn to his humanity, his stubborn hopefulness in the face of cosmic dangers. It began with secret meetings beneath the stars, stolen moments on quiet Earth nights where they shared stories of their worlds, their dreams, their fears. Lyria learned of Earth's resilience, how humans endured countless wars and disasters yet clung to their hope for peace and unity. Elias, in turn, was fascinated by the Aelorians' elegance, their wisdom, and the mystic energy that flowed through their veins. But their love was forbidden. The council would never sanction a union between a princess and a human. And yet, when the queen announced the annual rite of choice, a sacred tradition where the princess would publicly select her mate, Lyria knew what she had to do. Middle, the council's wrath and the unyielding heart. The day of the rite arrived, tension crackling in the air like electric fire. Delegates filled the hall, their alien features etched with curiosity and thinly veiled disdain. Lyria stepped onto the dais, her heart pounding in a rhythm she had never known before. She glanced once at Elias, standing firm with hands clenched at his sides. Her voice rang out clear and unwavering. "I choose Captain Elias Harper of Earth as my mate." Silence fell first, thick and suffocating. Then, a ripple of shocked gasps erupted. The council elder, a towering figure draped in robes of shimmering blue, rose to speak. "Princess Lyria, this choice violates our ancient laws. The bloodline, the honor of the Aelorians, all are at stake. How can you defy your duty so blatantly?" Lyria met his gaze without flinching. "My duty is not to preserve outdated customs but to build a future where love and unity transcend species. Elias stands not only as my mate but as a symbol that we must embrace change or face extinction." A murmur of dissent grew louder. Several delegates shouted their opposition, calling for her disqualification and exile. But then something unexpected happened. Elias stepped forward. "I do not seek to undermine your traditions," he said, voice steady but filled with passion. But I offer partnership, equality, not domination. Together, Princess Lyria and I can bring strength that neither of our peoples could achieve alone." The room buzzed with tension, the council divided between shock, anger, and cautious hope. Queen Saran herself ascended the dais, her expression unreadable. "Lyria, my daughter," she said, "your choice will alter the fate of the Aelorians forever. Know that the path you have chosen is perilous. But if you believe in this union, then so be it. The right of choice is binding." With that declaration, the ancient law that required the princess's choice to be respected took full effect. Middle continued. Trials of unity. In the weeks that followed, Elias found himself thrust into a world unlike anything he had ever imagined. The royal palace was a labyrinth of alien customs, mysterious rituals, and political intrigue. Many within the council sought to undermine him, planting rumors, orchestrating betrayals, even attempts on his life. Yet, with Lyria by his side, he faced each challenge with steadfast resolve. Their relationship deepened, blending human passion with Aelorian wisdom. Elias learned to channel the mystic energies through ancient training, while Lyria grew to appreciate the human spirit's unpredictable resilience. But the greatest challenge came from the outer sectors, a faction of militant Aelorians who saw the Union as a betrayal. They launched a rebellion, threatening the very stability of the kingdom. During a fierce battle on the Crystal Plains, Elias demonstrated his courage and tactical genius, saving countless lives, both human and Aelorian. His actions began to shift public opinion, showing that strength was not just bloodline but heart and will. Ending a new dawn for two worlds. The rebellion was crushed, but the scars it left ran deep. The council convened one final time to decide Elias's fate. Would he be accepted as a true Aelorian consort or banished forever? The elder who had first opposed Lyria's choice stood and spoke. "Captain Harper has proven himself in battle, in wisdom, and in spirit. Though he is not of our blood, his loyalty to the crown and the people is undeniable. Let this union mark a new era for the Aelorians." Cheers erupted through the hall. Queen Saran approached Elias and bowed her head in acceptance. "You have no choice now, but neither do we. We must embrace the future, as you and Lyria have shown us." Lyria took Elias's hand, their fingers entwining as they stood before the council and their peoples. Together, they were not just a princess and a human captain. They were a bridge between worlds, between traditions and progress, between old fears and new hopes. And as the twin suns set beyond the horizon, casting a golden glow on the great hall, the galaxy witnessed the birth of a love that would change everything.